Okay, fucking just dead air as Dan just
this is
admin.
great, man.
Fucking
He's to
disgrace.
pay for the license
he
to
just
this
closed
software.
down. Oh, that
free trial ran out. He's got to
catastrophic.
buy it now.
It just fell apart
That's the end of
there.
this one. So
What an utter disgrace of a podcast.
Sorry, we don't edit it.
We really are giving it a go this week, aren't we?
Hello, everybody.
hello everyone. How
Oh,
are
no,
you?
fuck you, no. No, you can't just start over.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talent.
Oh,
Today we have a guest with us. For the third time ever, we have a guest.
James Surgeon.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's the fourth
that's it.
time.
I finally showed
We're
up.
here
Yeah.
with half of Chance of Diaries, the menace from Middleton. You from Castlemartyr?
I'm from Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield. I don't care. A man of the world, Aaron McCarthy, everybody.
Hello everyone. Thank you for having me.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, you're too
Take your
kind. You're
shirt
too
off.
kind. I can't. No one wants to see that.
Want to be a good podcast?
Not just yet.
We're also joined by your Robin in the garden. Who's
Yeah,
been
man.
chilling with us. We did a bit of gardening earlier today.
Yeah, we destroyed the Robin's home and
Yeah.
so many
There's
fucking
loose
critters.
leaves and bins full of leaves all around. If anyone's looking for some greenery or some foliage, get onto James. He'll sell you a good deal.
Good kindling.
I actually will.
Yeah.
I'll put cork on it. Cork merch, and it's just like a bunch of bags of greenery.
Oh,
Yeah,
not a bad
cork,
idea.
cork greenery.
It's from Parky Queeve.
We spent the last 10 minutes talking about selling cork merch. Don't know if any of that will make it in the episode.
But yeah, so look, long story short, if anyone's looking for any Cork merch, just get onto the socials.
Get onto them.
Yeah. We
That's
got
it.
pins.
Won't be good merch, but it'll be there.
Badges, patches that you'd have to stitch in, novelty. We actually have not corks for like wine bottles.
We got a few Bruce Springsteen shirts as well.
Yeah, and
Still
a few
left.
Bruce Springsteen tickets.
Yeah.
The concert's already happened, but like if you just wanted for like, I don't know, a collection or something, if you collect tickets.
Just for
nice
yourself,
on
yeah.
the wall, you can lie to your friends.
There's
that
a
you went there.
big fan of the Bruces.
Yeah. And that's pretty much all our day has been. We've been gardening, and it's been good fun. We decided to sit down, do a little podcast, and Aaron just happened to be here.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for helping out. By
Oh,
the
you're
way,
welcome. I
honestly.
was
It's
actually
good whack
asleep
work.
out here. They
It's good
came out.
fun too. You get all the fucking like clippers and
Yeah.
shit. You just destroy Mother Nature for an hour.
You were asleep.
I was just here. They came out, and I was like, Aaron, what are you doing here? I was like,
I was just cleaning
Sorry,
up a little
banana.
bit. Oh shit, yeah.
And earlier,
Bunch of cans lying around you. Yeah. Oh, just.
is this not my house?
earlier, Aaron gave me the tour of his house.
Yeah,
Very interesting. Never
I
seen
thought it was
someone
pretty
break
weird.
open his front door before, but nice one.
I thought it was pretty weird when you came over. You asked me which backyard is yours. I was
Yeah,
like,
I was
okay.
"Jeez, thank God I woke up in the right one.
Nice house, Aaron.
Yeah.
I don't know where we have to go in through the back door, but it's a lovely gap.
It's a council
front door,
situation. Yeah.
And he's just like, sorry, force a habit.
Yeah,
Usually
the
coming through the
fucking
back door.
council,
Usually coming through the back door.
Waiting on the locksmith. And apparently the locksmith won't come unless I proof of address. So I'm waiting on electricity bill.
Which you can't afford.
Scratch it out,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, dare la.
Me.
We actually do have a topic today. We do have a topic today.
We do, yep.
We're gonna talk about the motherlode of virginity, the greatest joy to mankind, gaming.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
gaming,
whoa.
yeah,
Football and stuff like that.
football and stuff like
Tennis and all that.
that.
Hardcore
like,
tennis.
Badminton.
like MMA, you know.
Yeah.
Mah. I love the mah.
Do you know, actually, to bring previous thing we were talking about and the quarantine when I started talking about, I remember, I think we probably would have been on Xbox 360. There was a hurling game. They brought out
yeah?
a GA
I
game.
saw that, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was EA too, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Like they
they were
got like 1 year out of it, but they gave it a
Yeah, they
go.
were going to give it every year. No, one. They got one out of it.
That's
It
awesome.
was
No,
a hurling.
I love that. I think it's
Yeah.
very cool.
They're
Was
pretty
it
tenacious.
Properly made, like. Did you pick all the teams? Did they get the licenses?
Oh, I'd say they had the license. I don't know, was it a very well playable game, but like it wouldn't have been as crisp as FIFA would have been that year. The FIFA that came out that year, you know.
Fair, but I don't know. I think that's cool. I'm really down at hearing that. That made my
Yeah,
day.
they gave it
And
a
wasn't
go.
it called like, hurling 2001? Like as it's
Yeah, it came out in
2007,
2002,
2002,
Yeah, it came out in
2003.
2007. That was the problem.
Yeah, yeah, that
Wait,
was
which
it.
sport did Roy Keane is football, right?
Yeah.
They should make a Roy Keane football game.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, following him.
Yeah, Roy Keane
Yeah.
is just following him.
It's just getting into
His
arguments
day-to-day
with
life, just getting
Yeah.
into fights
Yeah,
at the
Punching
pub,
the heads off people.
yeah.
beating the shit out of a ref.
Giving-
Like what would
giving
you
out
like
as
to
a
scream
pundit.
at the ref?
Yeah.
A, B, C.
Why are you cheering that he scored? It's his job.
David Beckham would be nothing without me.
What's the first video game you ever played, Aaron?
Probably Crash Bandicoot. It's
Oh, that's a good
Ooh,
one. That is
banger.
a
I
good one.
vaguely remember there being a PlayStation 1 in the house when I was a young fella. I don't know, was it mine or the father wouldn't have been playing it, so I don't know, was it bought for me or what? But that's the first thing. There was just a
I'd
PS1.
say it's yours.
It must have been,
Let's say it's
yeah.
yours. Let's take a leap here and say that the PlayStation 1 is
Yeah,
yours.
it would have been a Crash Bandicoot. Would have been the first one I remember. The first one I remember being like, "Fucking hell, this is decent." Was the Sly Cooper games though?
Oh,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a good idea for a video game.
Yeah,
What
they
a
were
good
class. Man.
idea. You're like a fucking ninja thief kind of guy. You have to sneak through everything.
Yeah,
That was so cool.
it was class.
Nice.
And you're a
yeah.
raccoon.
And you're a raccoon as well.
Oh,
The
100%.
Never
slimiest
seen
of all
before.
animals.
The slimiest.
Yeah.
Dirty tramps.
Yeah.
They're cute though.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
What's
they're
the-
living
yeah.
like garbage dumpsters,
Yeah, yeah.
but they're cute.
What's the dragon as well? Was it Spyro?
Spyro,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
Spyro
Class,
is sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Like your tiny dragon going up this huge dragon, you just fucking tail whip him.
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that
Like,
was a
oh, that
serious
was a
game.
great one.
No, you could. Those games are class, man. That's so you started out around what, PlayStation 1? Your first
Yeah,
console?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, interesting, man. PlayStation 1. I only had like a cousin who had it, so that was my experience with it. But I experienced some of the greats.
But as I say, I don't remember owning it. Like I was that young. Like the PS1 came out in '95 when the year I was born as well. But like it was just there for some reason.
Back then, you didn't.
You were like a low confidence kid then, because you're just like, I look, it's here. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's mine. I'd hope no one minds if I use it.
Yeah,
It's like
but
it's a PlayStation 1 in a house and there's kids running around. Like I'd say it's yours.
But I do remember getting the PS2 for Christmas. Like that was on the
Oh,
like, I want
PlayStation
the
2 was, like,
PlayStation 2.
That was
game
the best
changer.
hanging out back in the day with people whose parents could afford the consoles. Oh, that was the best, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, man.
remember one time I like level
Oh.
with my parents where I was just like, listen, I don't ask for a lot. I'm a simple kid. I just get a PlayStation 2, and it took like a little bit of wheeling and dealing, but then they were eventually just kind of like, all right, just to shut you up, $150. We'll get you.
Yeah.
We'll get you the
That was
PlayStation.
such peaceful times as well, because you would get like I remember we got the Nintendo 64 and my cousin got a PlayStation 1, and then we could just bounce over to each other and play them both. You know, people weren't fucking at each other's throats. People weren't,
I
like,
was
fucking-
at people's throats. You can be at people's throats
Oh,
in
you
person.
were like PlayStation is fucking terrible.
I
Xbox is way
destroyed.
better.
No, just PlayStation. But like, just in terms of
Oh.
like the hype, you can still get at people's throats. Like, I destroyed many a PlayStation controller.
Oh, fair.
Oh yeah.
100%. I was.
I don't. No one I knew had Nintendo 64, and I'd be like, if I rocked into there was one fella I remember actually in primary, and he had a GameCube, and I remember like,
Ooh.
That's my guy.
what is wrong with
That's
this
my
fella?
guy.
Like,
No, you're so
I
wrong.
was like-
you're so wrong.
I was just everyone I knew was PlayStation, and then there's just one for that, and I was like, man, like
That
you-
kid went to church a
you
lot.
have no intention of trying to be cool, do you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
trying to be popular.
That was like a youth group kid.
he has an amount of magical childlike whimsy that you will never regain in your entire life.
I never had a two game. I can remember playing
You will never feel his
I
joy.
got that Christmas that I got the PS2. I think I was 8 or 9. But I remember I got San Andreas with it,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
I remember, and this like then like
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck, my parents had a clue. Like they were like, whatever, just it's only a fucking video game. And you're just, and I remember everything's going on in that game, like in San Andreas, like you're in the middle of the crack epidemic, and like you're rocking up to people's doors and cracking, slamming, and I didn't know what was going on. So I was just like, and then there was a mission where like you're in a fucking about an acre of weed growing in a field, and the police are coming to you to burn it with the fucking
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Yeah, I remember.
I
that.
didn't even know. I thought we were just burning the field. I was like, all right.
well, you
fair
go from
enough.
Spyro to that,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
the magical field that needs to be
Just-
destroyed. All right.
PlayStation 2 was sick though, dude. I think PlayStation 2 is probably my favorite childhood console. I had Nintendo 64, but then PlayStation 2 came around, and I was like in love
Yeah,
with the
there-
PS2,
yeah.
man.
There you go, man.
PS2 was unreal. They had everything though. They had like, because I was really into the Final Fantasy and all the Japanese shit on it, and they had a massive selection, you know.
Oh
So
man, they
much
weren't
stuff.
fucking around, man. They were
Yeah.
out for blood, especially after like the whole thing where it was like they wanted to pair up with Nintendo first, and Nintendo told them to fuck off,
Yeah. yeah.
and they were like, "I'll fucking show you."
That's
you
a bad
prick."
move. Yeah. you done fucked up now. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy, but I will agree that the GameCube got absolutely cooked by the
Yeah, yeah,
PS2.
Yeah.
I
There's
got
nothing to be done.
cooked.
Yeah, yeah.
You only have one analog
Yeah.
stick. Wow. All right.
All right,
PS2
but-
had a selection of games, man, that was unbelievable.
Incredible.
Oh, they had a
man.
hell of a run. Honestly,
fuck,
couldn't be
dude.
touched. Couldn't be
I
touched.
would heavily like if I'm ever in the money, you know, if I ever have money to spend on stupid stuff, you know, when you're like rich
Yeah, yeah.
enough that
You're
you
gonna
can-
get a PlayStation 2.
I would get a PlayStation 2 and I would just buy as many fucking games on CDs as I can.
Oh, just a whole classic.
Emulator,
man.
man. Pay for nothing, man. I actually, do you know what though? The only thing is, I actually did get an emulator on the laptop. I was playing some PS2 games. I was like, this is fucking painful to be honest. I was like, these are shit, man. And the things that I loved, like run, I was like,
Yeah.
this is fucking class. I was even having a crack through Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
class.
banger of a game.
And I was
that
like,
recently.
fuck it. You know what? It's you've just gone from playing fucking GTA Online for 6 months,
Yeah.
and then you go
All
on
right.
and you're like, okay.
Yeah,
fair
that's
enough.
quite
Yeah,
a
yeah.
takedown. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
To be
that
fair,
was-
it is like Simpsons
Yeah,
Grand Theft Auto,
no, it
but
is-
not
it's
nearly
a great,
like.
No, it was
I think
great.
there was a different, like, I always think about this as games. I think there's a different attention span back in the day, because the way I played games, I think everyone's the same. Is you would get like a new PlayStation game like maybe twice a month,
Yeah.
and that'd be like your new game,
Mm.
and that's all you play for the time, no matter how you have nothing else to play.
Yeah.
And nowadays there's like a new game every fucking week.
Mm.
Like now people are playing this, now they're playing this, now they're playing
Like good
this.
ones too, like AAA.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
keep up,
AAA
honestly.
games.
Like you constantly get new and new games. Back then I was just stuck with Simpsons Hit and Run for like a year.
Yeah.
Just all the other games sucked, and I only had that.
Oh, you know what? I love those. Like saving up your allowance, going for like the discount games. Like one
Yeah.
game that actually slaps really hard was the King Kong video game. Like it was like
Oh yeah,
it was like
that
a
was
movie.
Sears, but yeah.
That was good.
It
Yeah.
had no
You're
business being
right.
that good.
was
Usually
good.
movie games like don't
Yeah,
have any business being that good. But I was like, oh shit! And like Jack Black, they had the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
voice actors. I was like, is that the guy from The Pianist telling me I need to find 3 spikes? Like, what the fuck? Like okay. And then the next time, like, I'm King Kong fighting a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I was like, excuse me, this is only $10. Like, what are we fucking doing here?
Yeah, that game was great. Yeah,
The-
but
Go on.
nah, you gone?
There was a lot of those games, on the
Sorry, what did
PS2.
you say?
There were fucking.
Wait, I have something to say.
Yeah. Wait till you hear this, though, boys. No, what were you saying?
I'm sorry. No, what were you
Yeah.
saying? What?
No. The floor is yours. No.
No,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
That's what insightful thing you have to add to the conversation.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Oh,
All right, how about this?
Absolutely
I see.
nothing.
All right, I'll seize the initiative there. What about like computer games? Like some of my first games are like Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires
Yeah.
2. Like I can still play those games like to this day, where you just build up a city, fucking fight out.
Play the strategy games.
Those games would have been played at my buddy's house. That's right, to go to do any PC gaming, because I wouldn't have even fathomed playing games on a computer then. It was just console. But
Fair, yeah.
yeah, they were class, man. Or the Sims back on the fucking
Sims was
like
strong.
Sims 2, man.
Sims
That was
strong.
serious crack.
Yeah, Sims was.
Oh, to be
strong,
fair,
yeah.
I didn't do it right. I went right to the cheat codes, and
Yeah.
I just immediately wanted to build like a
Yeah.
huge mansion.
You need to
And
grind
funny feels like I
mindset.
missed out. Like I really should have just went
Yeah.
through the nitty gritty.
Just fucking slog it on.
I knew the cheat codes before I got the game.
Yeah,
Rosebud.
It's Rosebud. That's the one.
Yeah. Or
Rosebud.
Motherload or something.
Lovely little Citizen Kane reference in The Sims 2.
I've been like
Okay.
So wild.
Very tight niche.
Yeah.
maybe once every. It's even less frequent now. Like maybe once every 18 months. Actually, myself and my housemate, we play The Sims 4 on the PlayStation. Just like take turns. We just make a character each and just take turns, and it's fucking chaos. Like the shit you can do. Like
You might as well fucking shift each other, eh?
Yeah.
well, there's not that yet. No, yeah.
Oh,
I know,
your
he never-
girlfriend
That's
catches
so
you.
fully fucking
Your
gay,
girlfriend
huh?
catches you cheating on her,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
keep
yeah.
hugging her until you make up.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't
Like,
respond
you
to
can
my
just
advances.
keep on building
Yeah.
up rapport that way.
But, like,
It's like, I don't think that's how that works.
I actually don't think there's any more healthy male friendship than having a Sims game together. That's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it's
I'm
it's
mad
some
jealous.
Crack.
I'm
It is-
mad
it's
jealous.
some crack, and it's
I bet,
usually
yeah.
like he makes we have our own thing, and the way that we make money for the house is Mike will seduce like an already married woman in one of the big houses.
Yeah.
Get her to leave your man. Get her to move in with us, then so we get accumulate all her wealth,
Oh
and
no.
then divorce her and put her into like a shitty apartment.
Oh, the fucking hell.
But,
Thank God they're like, you get this like video game outlets, because like you do the real life, you're a dirt
yeah.
fucking
But in
man.
this,
my
we're
God,
in
you're
stitches.
swindling.
Yeah, and like
you're
no,
doing
it's not.
this
I'm no.
with-
This is
yeah.
Mike's doing this, and I'm just like living off the resource that I've been consumed.
Oh,
My
yeah.
fella's doing all notion. I'm not. Yeah, not working at all.
Nice. That's an
Like he'll
Just
start
like,
doing
hey, listen,
pottery
I
and
don't
stuff.
agree with what he did at all.
Yeah, it's just like starts
he
writing
brings
books.
food on the table.
Yeah.
That's so
Or
wild.
there was one he did it, and we divorced, but we kept her son. Like no, the son he was
Fuck.
yeah he
How
was
the
a grown
fuck
man now. Like at this point, like she was old. Like and we just kept him in the house to do everything.
Oh no.
And I remember
You
like
got a house slave. by the
like
sounds
'cause
of
we
it.
moved into like their gaff then, and it was like so it was us and what was his name, Rashid or Shaheek or something. He was like a top chef, so he was doing everything, and we weren't working. Like
Yeah.
and my fella got big into like on the nose, like loving painting, like
Yeah.
like to the point where he was socializing with no one. Like my fella, even the mood, I was like, yeah, he's gonna fucking have a psychotic episode. But I got enough level that you could like paint, like you would take a screenshot of the screen and you could paint that. And I kept getting your man to go into the pool to paint him in the pool, and he drowned. And I got a painting of him in his last gasp for air and just hung it up on the wall in the kitchen. It was beautiful. No, he did, like, but
I bet it's beautiful, but like again, just in real life, like that is a serial killer. Like that is a murder. However, sometimes those characters had it coming. Like, you know, you ever do that thing where someone's in the pool, you just delete the ladder, and he's just dead now. It's just well, that's kind of on you, all right? Like it's a pool, you should be okay.
Well, it's not my fault. Look, that the ladder wasn't screwed in properly.
I'm just bought in a new ladder. You know, like I'll just wait 2 to 3 weeks. Can you hang out? Can you tread water for 2 to 3 weeks until the new ladder comes in?
I've actually never killed a sim. Never on purpose.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You haven't lived, my guy.
I don't think it makes you a better person than you two.
I didn't.
I disagree. I think you need to get it out of your system.
I didn't. He died through negligence. I didn't try to kill him. He was like, he wants to get out of the pool. And I was like, I didn't get the painting yet, so I needed him to go back in, and then he drowned. I was like, oh fuck.
I've killed hundreds of people in Roller Coaster Tycoon. You ever play that?
Yeah.
I've killed hundreds of people.
Yeah,
that's a banger. Yeah, I played that on the mobile app too, and that was pretty cool. Like you could fucking like just like make your own roller coaster and try it out. And be like, oh, that was shit. Let's throw in a loop here.
What's your guys' favorite genre of video game? We have to pick a genre because we are gonna try and come up with a concept for video game by the end of this. So if we pick a genre, that close.
I mean, my two are definitely just like what they call it, RPGs, like Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim. Is that no? That's
open world.
Open world, and then also strategy games like Total War, Age of Empires. Those are my two big genres I always go for.
Yeah.
Oh, and Goobies.
And Goobies.
Yeah. That's a deep cut.
My favorite would be definitely open world, and you know, like the kind of the dodgy ones on Steam. They're like, you know, like
the indie games or something like that.
College dorm simulator, and it's just like basically a book, and it's just you pulling people.
Do you play that?
No. Just, you know, you see them.
I think I've seen
them. They always come up. It's like, this thing is €2 now. It's like, keep the fucking thing.
You ever see those ads for like those mobile games that are like that, where it's just like, here, like it's all cartoon. It's like it's just kind of like sitting there like, do you want to flirt with her? Get to know her as a friend or something like that. It's like, what kind of rabbit hole of a game is this shit?
Imagine Hogwarts.
Raid Shadow Legends is really diversifying there.
So what's your actual favorite genre?
Open world. Is that a genre?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's a big genre.
Everything.
RPG.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Yeah, fair enough. So you have open world strategy and open world RPG.
Sandbox isn't kind of anything like that where I can just bait away, do my own thing.
I would also say strategy, and I probably would conversely enough say like platformers.
What are those?
I love platformer games.
Platformer games?
Mario.
Oh yeah, okay.
Spyro. All that shit.
Okay, yeah.
Jump
Those
from platform to platform to the end of the level. I love that stuff.
Oh, that's like a classic.
Sometimes
though,
if I have like 10 levels that are really fun, I take that over big open world. I don't know.
Nah,
I mean, it's nice. It's like a nice fast
It's
meal,
fun,
man.
and it's just, you know, quick. You can play for about 15 minutes and then bait away. But what I want is like, I want the open world. I don't give a fuck. Like, I basically skip all the cutscenes and talk. I care less, man. Like, a game like Red Dead 2 was the only time in a long time where I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, like, I don't care, man. Like, who this like existential threat's coming. I have my own head story going, like, you know.
My favorite is when you do that and you realize you kind of skip through like some really traumatic. Like I was in The Witcher one time, and then I was like, all right, I killed the werewolf, whatever, back to the village, and then you just skip through all the cutscenes, and then they're like, and then you just see the final one. It's just like, my child is dead because of you, and you're like, what did I miss? Like, how did that happen?
Was I drinking again?
You know what I mean? I was like, whoa.
Talking too much as well, though. They're just talking too much.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
fucking talking too much.
Just wrap it up. I wish it was like a wrap it up option.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, do you want to talk or wrap it up? You know?
Whatever. Like, I don't care. It's like, yes, I know you've got your own fucking shit going on over here, but I have things to be doing. Like, you know.
My favorite is like Skyrim or something like that, where it's just like you do like all these different side quests where it's just like the world is ending, dragons have come back, and you're just kind of like, well, hang on, I need to get like 30 potatoes for this farmer over here. You're just like, hang on.
Just fucking
I'll get there.
On the lumberjack thing, just cutting the wood and just selling it to gang.
Yeah. Oh, that's so satisfying though.
I love when, like, you know, you're super high level in those, and then all of a sudden some lad comes up to you in the street and he's like, give me all your money. And I'm like, man, you must have heard of me. Like, you don't know how foolish you are right now. Like, and I'm like, I'm giving you the opportunity to walk away here now. And then they say, you shouldn't have come here. Oh,
no, you shouldn't have come here.
Come on.
You're wearing like Daedric armor. It's like, you realize I had to kill like a demon to get this, right? Like, you're nothing.
I am the head of the only university here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm running the Tease Guild. I mean, you know that I can turn into a werewolf. Why are we having this conversation?
Yeah. It's like, just how do you want to die?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the master of Winterfell, so I can like just blow you up with fire. We can do werewolf option. Just whatever. Pick your own murder. Yeah.
But
that's
they
it.
don't have any internet, you know. The word doesn't spread.
Up
I
to
don't
the
know.
bards be singing stories about you and stuff.
Yeah, man, he might just be like a fucking idiot. Only sits in the alleyways drinking, not doing anything.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
That's true. Small world
Like-
for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite
but
is
like in fairness, like look, like if Michael Jordan was walking around the place,
yeah.
I feel like word of mouth would get around.
Yeah.
Like if
He get
internet,
robbed more.
like if internet was gone.
Wait, you're the 3-peat
Yeah,
guy?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
If you they know you.
Wait, you're the guy from The Last
Yeah,
Dance?
but
Oh,
all right,
carry
so
on.
fine. If Mike Tyson was, if all internet and communication like that went, and we'll say like Mike Tyson was walking around Middleton, I know for a fact people in Carricktool would know he's there through
Yeah,
word of
that's
mouth,
true.
like without a doubt.
And you know what? Compared to a medieval town, Middleton and Cartool are very good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
Carrie Tool
Yeah.
hasn't like
Yeah.
leveled up since like
Nah,
1482.
No,
Yeah, it's like the
that's
same
very-
shit.
That's very good. I love how we're talking about the world of Skyrim, and you're like in Cartool. We don't.
Carrie Tool is like
I
that.
have a few orcs there.
If you walk around
I
town, you
brought
will
a few
pick.
home one night.
If you walk around town, you will pick up quests. You know,
Yeah,
you will
you
just
will.
be like, "I need to
You
deliver
will,
this to
yeah.
the post office.
Yeah,
Can you help
yeah,
me out
yeah,
there?"
yeah.
And you just like
Yeah.
you know get a side hustle there.
Alright, so we did an open world RPG. I think it's pretty clear now.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, I would say strategy as well, but can we do an open world strategy game? Is that a thing
100%.
we can do?
I don't see why not, man.
You
It's
like
hard.
strategy games?
How hard could it be?
I appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah,
All right, we'll keep it.
strategy.
Keep it
No, no,
RPG.
throw it in,
It's too
throw it
much-
in,
it's
throw
too
it in.
much for
No,
Aaron.
we're gonna bring you into it. We'll bring you into it. Oh, the Carrie Tool simulator.
We don't want to overwork you, like.
Ah, no, okay, fine. Whatever you think. I think I'll be able to make it work. What do you mean? Like, how are you doing an open world and then strategy as
You ever
well?
play like Age of Empires?
If you can't float, cruise around. I know what a strategy game is, but like, how you can't be walking around and that going like.
Why if it's just a
Well, you can
Whoa.
like hyper focus on one guy
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
What
you
if
know?
it's just a massive map. It's just gigantic space of like a whole globe, and there's like you and loads of other players. You just act
So
out
it's an
the
MMO.
history.
Yeah, that's an MMORPG.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
an MMO then.
It's like
fair
Elder
was
enough.
good
Scrolls
friends,
Online.
What if it's just like a realistic world and you just go through the history of this world while you've built your village into like a nation, into like a country, into like whatever?
It kind of sounds like Civilization or something like
fuck
that.
it, it's a bad idea.
Uh,
Never mind. Open
no,
world
no.
RPG, so we're back to
that's-
RPG.
If you're doing it,
No, I'm with you in theory, but I was like, shit.
no, no, this is what they call an ideal hitting. It's dead.
Like, if you're going
Hit
to do
the
a
miss.
thing
You
in the
gotta
history
throw
of
that.
the actual trying to follow the history of the world, like, there's going to be a lot of mechanics need to be put in for raping and pillaging. Do
Yeah, that's it. You're just gonna gloss over all that.
you know what? Something actually.
I do like that where it's like sometimes you'll be playing like Total War, for instance, where you can play in like medieval times or like Roman times,
Yeah.
and then like the Huns like invade and capture a city, and
Yeah.
then it's just like, and that's that. It's
Yeah,
just like,
it's the-
well, what did
yeah.
they do there?
What did they do with the men they kills wives?
Yeah, exactly. Like so they don't get into too much of the nitty
You
gritty.
guys
Joe,
keep
what?
them entertained for a minute there, yeah?
One thing
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
like about like open world is you ever do this where like you're like in Skyrim, for instance, where it's just like, you know, for whatever reason you just click the save button and then just proceed to murder the whole
Yeah, yeah,
town. And you're like,
Amazing,
oh, that
yeah,
was
yeah.
fun. That was except for the people you can't murder.
Yeah. I know. That's the worst thing in those games, man. All of a sudden, they're like, they just fall to the ground. Like, you just literally like blew his head off with a fucking rocket, and he just goes down like this. Oh, you know?
yeah, he
It's
crawls
like,
away. Like,
yeah, and they're just sitting there, and then he gets back up again. And sure, he's there talking like, "Don't do that. Let me kill him."
I like the audio after that. It's like, hey, hey, that
Yeah.
wasn't cool.
Yeah,
Anyway, anyway, so I need
So
to,
about that quest,
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, picking up right where we left off. Then
what?
Dan has fucked off.
Yeah.
Dan has
Yeah.
exited the lobby.
Dan is going coding the game.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Dan is just going to come back with like a storyboard for us,
Yeah.
ready to go. Say no more.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back.
He's gonna come back with a sales
What if he
pitch for
just
strategy
need a new
games.
beer and I need to grab a cigarette, and I'll be back.
What if we do a game about like that you start kind of like arguing with all your loved ones until you're a recluse and call it Fallout?
Ah, I like that. I thought you were gonna say like the Deadbeat Simulator, but that's way better. Yeah, I like to see someone accidentally buy that, or it's just like,
it's just
this is nothing like the TV show.
Stop when I want.
No, Dad, you fuck off. It's like, what was this in the TV
Or what about
show?
a game where it's like you're a pair of like a farmer's sons and you like kill each other over land disputes?
Like Cain and Abel or some shit like that. Like, oh, I like that. Or in the States, they have this thing, Hatfields and McCoys. It's literally like this like known feud between these two farming families over a pig. And
Oh no,
like,
but this is the same family. you and your brother, and you have to kill each other to see who gets the farm.
But what if you die immediately? Oh, so what? All right, so walk me through that. How do you level up? Do you train in boxing, or is it all like farming based activities to like level up?
I don't know. We'll have to read a few of the
boys have a shot on
the articles of the last
Christ.
18 months.
Where's
Would
the story
you ever
about?
put a fucking cork in it?
Where's the code? Where's the code?
I haven't seen something like that come up in the news this year. I don't think yet, where a son kills his father and brother because of the land.
Yeah, it's been a good year for that. Yeah,
Is that like a typical Irish thing?
Man, that happens at least once every 12 months, man. Yeah, man, and it's be all over the news.
What was the last one?
That's our school shooting.
Yeah, that's our school shooting. Yeah, homeschool
Like-
shooting.
like
Yeah.
100%. That's it. The amount, honestly, man. If you Googled land dispute murder, the amount you would things you would see pop up.
Jesus, man. Fair enough. I could definitely imagine that in the medieval era, where like
No, this
basically-
is like 2015.
this is like 15 minutes ago
Yeah,
next
yeah,
door.
yeah. This is always happening.
Oh man, I'd like sometimes like that. I just kind of wish like I don't know what this is about me as a person, but like I want to see some shit like that, like as like a fly in the wall, or like there with a lawn chair and like a bucket of popcorn, like just see,
Yeah.
because I've never actually experienced something like
What a
that.
day
I'd
on
love
the
to
wall,
actually just see like, oh, don't mind me, just carry
Maybe
on.
This is an idea for a game. There you go.
Land dispute simulator.
Land dispute simulator.
Land,
Maybe
I
this is-
really like that land dispute
Maybe
simulator.
we've been thinking about open world all wrong. Maybe we've been closed world.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this
And then
could
it's
lead.
owned.
This could lead into strategy though, because it starts off between two brothers. Then it's like the family next door. Then it's like you gradually win your way up. Then you have all the land at the town. Then it's the next town over.
Yeah.
Before you know it, it's just like Ireland versus England
Let's
again.
do this. I think I got it. Open world game set in a small Irish town. You start out with your piece of land, and the whole plot of the game is you're trying to win this land dispute, and you can win it in any way you want. But the court date is always the same, right? As you play through it, you can either murder the other person, try and gather the evidence and get the good ending, or you can
Just murder him.
Kill your father and brother
kill your father and
before
brother.
turning the gun on yourself.
You-
Or you could just spend the whole time in the
We
pub if
built
you
out the
wanted
town.
to.
Yeah, we built out the town. We put a pub in with like a local prostitute or something.
Bro, that's actually a really good. I'd play the
Yeah.
fuck out of that
yeah,
game.
that sounds like
Actually,
a great game.
matter of fact, that actually
Yeah,
would.
I wish I'd like fucking depressed Irish village simulator.
Do you know?
That would be amazing. That would be Carry
Yeah,
Tool
yeah.
Simulator.
Yeah.
Carry Tool alive.
Do you know what? Something actually. This may not be able to stay in.
Oh, it's staying
We
in.
don't edit
It's
this.
about fuck it. Look, I'm not saying I want this in games either. But you know the way, like in games, like there's crimes that you just never will see in a game. Like there's never going to be a game like where you can like sexually assault someone. That'll never be in a
I think that
mechanic.
exists.
But like in a
Grand Theft Auto.
like but like
there's
even
a
that,
few.
but
Well,
like
that's consenting
you
because the
can, like,
prostitutes are you pay them.
I think you
murder.
should play more of those visual novel games, and you'll
Yeah,
probably
maybe,
find that very.
But no,
quick.
you know what I mean? Like we say, like in like an RPG or something, it doesn't even have to be like proper mention, but like in Red Dead, like the things you can do to people in that game in terms of like killing them
You can
and
tie
physically
people,
harming
yeah.
them.
You could
But-
tie them up and like bring them to
Bring
alligators and just let the
Yeah, yeah.
alligators eat them in
But
the mud.
Why can't you do that then? Why can't you like sexually? I'm not saying I want to be that mechanic in the game either, but why can't you? Why is that the thing that's like, Christ, lads?
We'll be right back, folks.
but like, is
Why can't
it
you?
worse to do that to someone than to tie someone up and
I think-
feed them
I think
to
we'll have
an
to,
alligator?
I think we'll have to.
the
loop-
Jeffrey Epstein simulator or something like
Yeah.
that. You're
I
like
think we'll
rounding
have
up
to loop
kiddos.
back on the Me Too feature in the simulator. I think we'll have loop.
That's
back.
like that's a setting. That's a setting. That's a setting. You can like toggle it back and forth. Like, oh wow, what year? What year
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
in?
You
Like
lose your land.
1989?
Yeah.
Lose
Or
your land dispute because loads of outrageous shit
Yeah,
about
you're
you gets
cancelled, yeah.
posted. Yeah.
you get Me Too. That's an option. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
You
I love
don't
that
want to
idea.
know what he was doing in that.
Or
dairy
you could
farm.
get them like Me Too'd, like either
Yeah.
truthfully or not. But like maybe that's one of the ways you can get them to give up their land.
Oh, this sounds like a good game.
I
think
would
we're
play
on
the
right track here.
fuck
lad.
out of
We're
this
on the
game.
right track here. What's the name?
Well, all right. So it's all right. So what is it again? So land dispute, Irish town. All right. Well, the easy one is Carry Tool Simulator. We could just say small Irish town land dispute
You
unincorporated.
need more rural. You
More
need to
rural.
go for like a Ballymacoda or something like that.
Oh. Or Kill Britain. Kill
Yeah,
Britain
yeah, something like
Simulator.
that, yeah.
Make up a name.
Murder Britain.
There's a fictional town.
Oh, what would be like a typical Irish name?
Belly the bub the
Ballygrohan.
Ballyknob, which is probably a thing.
Ballyknob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballygrowan.
Belly the hop is my favorite name place in Ireland.
Ballyhop.
Belly the
Yeah.
hop.
Belly hop
so
is a great one.
Strong. That rolls off the tongue, man. Belly the hop.
Belly to hop. Oh, they got to be so happy around there.
We should
Otherwise,
name it Belly to Hop.
Belly to hop simulator.
Yeah, well, no, just Belly to Hop. That's the name of the game.
Belly to hop, skipping a
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
Belly to Hop. And you're just in this village, and everybody's just fucking depressed.
You could go
Everyone's head is wrecked.
crazy with the
None
backstories
of
as
the-
well.
None of the NPCs are joyful, except like a few mad alcoholics.
Yeah.
No,
They were
that's an
only a
option.
harm to themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite part,
You
like,
get into brawls.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, I would love to see the pub in that, like how that pub would show up in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
game or something like that. You could, because like that's an option. You can abstain if you wanted to, but like I imagine a lot of the nitty gritty
Yeah,
stuff you
yeah.
can get in the pub.
That's where the best side. And one of the side quests is you have to get the key, your man's car keys off the local alcoholic before he hops in the car and kills a family of 4.
Again. Oh wow, no, I like that. Or a tractor. He drives a tractor home or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And
You know?
sleep with someone in the pub, and then later on you find out that they have like a really like the husband, the mayor's wife or something. You get embroiled in an affair.
You get a horse and buggy sort of dispute or something like that. There's
Oh.
one shotgun in the whole town, and you can get your hands on it if you play your
Yeah.
cards right.
You can have a child.
You're just carried away with being a father.
Unplanned pregnancy.
Yeah.
The unplanned
Yeah,
pregnancy
and, that,
spotlight.
and then you get the secret ending where you flee to Australia.
Yeah, secret ending. I think that's the happy ending. No, that's the best ending you can get actually. Or can't.
never,
really good, man.
Never see the child again.
You know, Aaron, I didn't know your value to the team when you started batting for sexual assault, but you're coming around
yeah.
now.
I wasn't batting.
Why do you think
I
he's
was
going to
just-
Australia?
yeah.
He's trying to run away from the accusations.
I'm not
Turns
saying-
out it's legal there.
No, I wasn't saying I want that in games. I just was something I wondered. what
You're
would
I'm
happen.
sure there are reasons
Yeah,
why.
like-
I'm
like-
sure.
It was mad, like basically, like, what? It's mad that never went into a game.
There's a bunch of games, but they're more indie.
Yeah, I mean,
There's very like edgy stuff.
Did you ever
in
hear
indie
about the
gaming
school
stuff.
shooting game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one game. Did you ever hear about that? There was a game that was like an indie game. It was a
Oh,
school
yeah,
shooter
it was
one,
like a
but it got
top-down
like
kind of thing.
it's got taken off
Yeah.
all the markets. But
Yeah.
apparently, it's just kind of like how many kids can you kill before the cops show up? And it's just like kind of joyful, but it's like
Oh.
what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's see whatever law applies to that game. I'm pretty sure would also apply to the sexual assault that you're talking of.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's so
But like, say you could in this, like you could potentially be as well assaulted. Would that?
that's like
would that
tag.
help at all?
You got me.
Like,
Terry,
it's
get
like-
off me.
you know the way, like,
you
there's games
bastard.
like people
What
can
is
jump.
this?
People can
What
jump
is this,
into.
the
Oh, do you
being
see-
a woman simulator?
No,
do you
no.
Do you see that news story where the guy was in like a 7-Eleven or something like that and he ejaculated? Oh no, it was Dollar Tree and he ejaculated on a girl's leg and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And she's running out for him. What if like that was a game simulator? Like how many wanks off could you get on
pervert
random
simulator.
people? But you have to get the fuck out of
I
here.
think that exists.
Oh
I
really?
think, like pervert simulator is a thing. I think that exists.
We work all of this into the game. Like these
Yeah.
are all options. You know?
There's always one.
There was
pervert in
one
of those
called
towns.
there was one called Homeless Simulator. I think that's gone now because it was too controversial. But I think that's one of the things you could do there is just wank off.
Class.
Mm.
Class.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah,
That'd be
What's up?
interesting.
I can do that myself. I'm trying to get engrossed in a world here.
Yeah.
Who's our main character in Bally Hop? Who do we play as?
You can pick one of the two brothers.
Patsy.
Patsy. Well, is Patsy he or she? What is Patsy's life?
He's one of the farmer's sons, but he's the oldest.
Oh,
But the
the game
farm is-
opens up with the farmer's dad's dying. So then it's just like, all right, after that, then it's just
Oh,
like,
that's
well,
the
what are we gonna do with
start.
the land? Yeah, like the
Yeah.
start is like the dad
Yeah.
died, and now we're gonna try to
But,
figure out how to
yeah,
do the land.
no.
That's it.
So what it is the dad dies. You're playing the oldest, but the land in the will gets left to the younger brother, which is a big no-no.
And he's like the younger
Ooh.
brother's like a city slicker boy.
Yeah, he's come
moved
back,
to like
yeah.
Dublin for a while.
Yeah.
He's come back now for the land.
Yeah.
And you're pissed off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like that, but I also like farmer versus farmer. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, your farm's on one side of the road, his farm's the other side of the road. You just open up.
Oh,
a cart,
that could just
fuck
be
that
a
guy.
different side character. It could be another farmer who could be your ally or enemy.
Mm.
He's just a different. He's like your neighbor or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I
No,
like that.
we need the brother to be a farmer because then it's just a normal murder.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It doesn't really
yeah.
rope you in. We're going for like Banshees of Inisherin, not like
Yeah.
not like in Bruges.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what it is. You need to be incensed because it's always since the dawn of agriculture, the oldest son gets the farm.
Mm.
Even if he doesn't want to be a farmer, he has to be a farmer. That's the way it works. Like there's
Yeah.
honestly people I know like down kind of Middleton adjacent, and they've only had girls, and your man is like heartbroken
King Henry
because there's
VIII.
no one to take the farm.
Yeah.
What if one of the girls just like, I can do it? No, we need
Come
a
on,
man to
look,
do it.
Stop, will you?
Is it kind of like
We're
that?
not
Is
helping.
that?
Oh
my.
my goodness. Damn, come if that as a mechanic. There's a sister in your family who's just fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love all this, man.
Yeah.
How big is a family though? Is it like an Irish family with like 9 siblings or something
who's
like that?
still in the village as well? That's what matters.
That's true. There could be a few that are
Yeah.
just like out there or whatever, but like how big is a family? Because that could also, because then it could be like a Game of Thrones thing. Like how many siblings can you get on your side?
Yeah.
I'd say definitely.
Have like a killer barbecue and like 5 siblings are like, all right, this guy's
There has
alright.
to be at least one sister and one brother besides the two main ones.
Yeah, that's
I'd say at least.
yeah.
At least.
They
We'll
can be the city slicker guy
Yeah.
who'll come back.
I don't know much, but if we're voicing them, we got to get Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson to voice some of these guys.
Yeah.
100%.
They're playing gang in the pub.
They're playing gang in the pub.
Yeah, that's it. They're like playing darts. Darts is a side game.
Yeah.
No, we have to get like just some random coaches to voice the main characters. We just
Come on.
Yeah, we're dragging
Ah,
we
sure.
get like Punchy into voice.
Yeah. I tell you, boys.
How about this? We just go down and carry 2 with a voice recorder. It's like, that was great.
We
Thank
get
you
the
very
biggest
much.
dude. We should just get the biggest characters on island to do NPC dialogue. And we just
That'd
whatever
be-
they say, we believe in the game. It's
That'll
fine.
do, yeah. I
I
tell
don't
you,
know
boys.
much about this
Did you ever
gender
go to Glasgow,
ideology.
boys? Brilliant place for a fight.
Guys just want to fucking talk at you for an hour. We get those boys in the studio. We just get them
Punch.
to record for like. Nah, we get him on, but he's fucking. He wouldn't talk to you for an hour. We get those boys in the studio. We just get them talking nonstop, and we can get like fucking hours of NPC dialogue.
Yeah, that's what you want, man.
Easy
That
work.
doesn't
You can
line
get that in 2 nights.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
nights,
Easy
you can get
work.
all
Honestly,
the
man,
dialogue you need.
go into the pub that Pat Short used to own in Castlemartyr of a Saturday night. You'll have everything you need.
Oh my god! All right, scrap the comic book, man. We're video
doing
games
badly
now.
hot. We
We're,
can't
we're,
develop every project we come up with into full.
we're video
We're
gaming
putting
it.
Valid hop into the back pocket.
Yeah. That's the next one. Wait, like the comic does so well, it's just kind of like, oh, when's the next one? Oh, we're video game designers now, actually. So
What
sorry.
about everything about characters in the village? What about a guy who like obviously murdered his wife?
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah, bring in the y'all stuff.
Obviously murdered
It's
his
better
wife.
if she obviously murdered her husband.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Even that's better.
That's
You're
way
right.
funnier.
That's better.
And like she didn't do any time.
yeah.
Everyone knows, Just works
Well,
in the
it could be
chipper.
like that
And
y'all
everybody
story.
knows.
Yeah.
It could be that y'all story where like she was going to the news with a bottle of champagne, just being like, "Oh, we miss you. Or we just
Yeah.
want you to come back." But everyone sounds like she fucking did it.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
there's
You're right.
there was one working in one of the chippers in Middleton who like full blown did it. Shot him right in the chest with a shotgun.
Oh wow.
No
like,
time.
What?
Yeah.
How come? Like no witnesses or
I
whatever?
don't know.
Oh my God.
I have no idea why.
How
But,
the
An Irish justice.
she was just working in the chipper, and she was a lovely woman. But well,
And the worst part is like people like
well, bar
Besides the fact, like,
Bar to him. he
Oh, well,
disagree, but
ooh yeah no. What if she's
Maybe
like
he had
you
a
know?
comment.
What if she's justified? Like what if
I
it's an
say I
abusive
think it
thing?
might have been. I think he might have been fucking the head off her.
Yeah, it might be self-defense.
Yeah, I think it was that kind of thing.
Self-defense gets you off for that pretty easily because if everybody's like, yeah, if it was,
Yeah.
if you could have fucking died, that's fair.
Your
enough.
Honor, he was talking to me for like 45 minutes straight. Honestly, I was just, he wouldn't let me
Your
leave.
Honor,
He had me
yeah.
cornered. I was
You're
just,
clean
fucking-
off me.
I just tell you, I lost my will to live,
It's
so
real
I took
kind of-
away his.
It was a real story, like kind of thing like Dolly Parton would be singing about, one
Yeah,
of those, like getting
Yeah.
the one up on him.
we definitely have a woman who murdered, just obviously murdered her husband. It's just like so obvious. There's like a big bump in the garden. It's a big
Yeah, that's-
shaped bump.
Everyone's just kind of like, they're in the fields out there somewhere. Like everyone like knows.
He moved.
It was kind of like that in y'all. Like in y'all, everybody thought the guy just like threw her into the ocean. Turns out it was underneath his
Yeah.
house. But still, like everyone has like theories, stuff like that. I'd say he's by the clock house. Yeah, the clock tower.
He's surely
Yeah,
locked up now, is he? That
Well, they
court case
got him now.
happened?
They got him now. Yeah, because they found
You need to
evidence
give
underneath the house.
context, lads. You're in the middle of a podcast. You have to explain the story. If you're
Oh
gonna bring
yeah,
it
and
up.
y'all, we had a murder.
What was
Yeah,
that?
so
y'all
the
a
town is
place
looking
an
up.
island.
Yeah, y'all, County Cork. It's right on
We
the
have,
border
like,
of like Cork. and
26
what-
American listeners.
okay,
So I was like,
That's
let's
fair.
explain.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Americans out there, then you guys have like a dime a dozen, but in y'all it's like a big deal. Like, oh, we got a
I
murderer.
love
We
how
got
he's
like a
looking
true
at
crime podcast.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
love when you're looking at the laptop and not the camera. It's so
Oh.
good.
I don't know. I'm very conceited. It's like, oh, my hair. It's looking alright. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. And then shit, my battery's gonna die soon.
How long do you have left?
7%,
What does that mean?
11%, 7 minutes.
7 minutes. We'll wrap this up. It's all good.
Cool. So in any case, for people in America, basically we had a murder. The guy, like his wife went missing, and he went on the news and everything like that. It was just like, oh god, I don't know where she went, but like everyone knew he did it. They found her remains in his basement, basically when someone is doing work next door and
Yeah.
they found like human remains. And so keep an eye out for
And
that
also
true crime
the last
podcast.
thing for it, in the notable area around it for the rest of time, is still going at it.
A little bit,
Till
yeah.
the dawn of time, or for the rest of time now, because he used to be a delivery man for things, everyone would be going, and he delivered to my house one time and all, the slimy bastard.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone knew. Everyone knew the
Can't
deal.
believe
People
it.
love attaching themselves to tragedy, man. That's everybody's
Yeah.
favorite thing.
I know.
Yeah, they have their take
That
on
would
it.
be part of our game as well. People just every single sad thing that happens
Desperate,
to you.
isn't it?
Yeah, every single bad thing you do is a story about the village
Yeah.
like that
Desperate. Yeah, everyone knows, yeah.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So
Valley Hop, it's an open world life simulation game. You are the oldest of a family of farmers. Your father's just passed away. And in this will, he's left the farm to the youngest, who everybody hates. And there's 2 siblings, a brother and a sister, who might have moved abroad and come back. There's a pub with Brendan Gleeson in it. You can have an
and call it
affair.
barrel. And call it
You
barrel.
can do sexual assault.
By Aaron's insistence.
Again,
I don't
Aaron's
condone that at all.
Before we
I don't
go,
care for
I
that
just
at all.
I just
I don't
really want
condone
to
that at all.
reiterate. I'm just commenting on the hypocrisy of modern gaming.
I just want the computer to cut out right there. Guys, in my defense.
I'm not saying I want that in. I'm just saying it's just something to get people thinking that like you can feed
sexual assault.
someone to an alligator when they're tied up in a game or blow their head clean off with a shotgun. There's torture scenes in games, but that's not in it. It's just something to think about. I'm not saying I'm advocating for it. I don't know if it's even a feature I would use in a game. I'd probably just see it once to see how it came out and then never do it again.
And that's wise words from the head game director of Bally
So-
Hub.
Yeah, so according to Aaron, when it comes to
Don't
sexual
clip
assault in
any of
video
that.
games, when it comes to sexual assault in video games, you just gotta give it a go.